Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's your girl. What's going on? All right. So today, I definitely had plans to talk about a particular topic, but this topic is one I'm pretty much just going to do off of the dome because I definitely want to do a part 2 to the I don't have a dream job, because I kind of wanted to expand on certain points with that and clarify certain points with that, but I'm going to save that one for another time. Something that came up and that's been coming up for a while is that a lot of people are very uncomfortable in silence. Why is that? That's what we're going to talk about today. Why are people uncomfortable with quietness? Just being quiet, just not talking, just sitting with yourself. That's one of the issues. People are uncomfortable sitting with themselves. See, when you have to be in quiet, in solitude, when there's no noise or distractions, you have to deal with everything that's going on in your mind and in your internal world. Okay, you might be thinking about maybe issues you're facing in your current life. You may be thinking about past traumas. You might be thinking about, even what you're going to eat in the next few hours. You might not want to think about it, but it draws back to there's things that you need to address in your mental that you may not want to. So I hear most frequently in the workplace that people, they just don't like quiet. They don't like quiet people. They don't like silence. Oh, I work the overnight shift, okay? And I've heard several people say that they don't necessarily like that shift because it's too quiet, which is not 100% true. Like, it's a vibe. And for me, it's a vibe because I love more of the chilled, laid-back environment where I don't constantly got to be doing all of this unless I feel like doing that. I don't like to be in environments where I feel like I have to do all of this. So yeah, the overnight shift can be quiet. It can be more chill. It can be more laid back. And that's more of an environment for me. And there's nothing wrong, because I feel like that kind of blurs into personality as well. Some people's personalities are personalities where they like to talk a little bit more, socialize a little bit more. So quiet might make them uncomfortable. Where for me, people who feel like they got to talk all the time just to fill in space makes me a little bit uncomfortable, because that's definitely more opposite of my personality. I don't mind conversing and having conversation and relating, but I don't feel like I have to do it, and I don't feel like I have to fill up my quiet space with talking. That's just me. But you have more so people who are just 100% just, oh my gosh, it's too quiet. It's almost like they're running away from something. Have you ever experienced that or seen that with people? It's like they're running from something. It's like they're hiding from something. That's how uncomfortable silence and quiet makes them. And this is outside of having a more talkative, extroverted, outgoing personality. You running. What you running from? Okay? Being in quiet and solitude is so important. You hear different when you're quiet. You know what I'm saying? When you're not using your chops so much, you can intuit, you can perceive information. You can deal with traumas and blockages and things of that nature. And that's one thing, that's one arena that people do not like to dance in. They don't like getting up in them blockages and those parts of those worlds that have been underexplored and that have been stopping their progression in some area in their life. But yeah, like you got to be quiet. You got to tap into that. Okay? So I don't know if I have too much more on that. I feel like that's just the basis of it. When I'm quiet, for instance, I can think about what's going on in my emotional world. I can admit that I'm a very emotional person. I'm a very thoughtful person. I'm a very perceptive person. And if I'm doing all of this, I can't focus on what's going on in my internal world. I can't focus on why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, why I'm even thinking the way I'm thinking. Even observing your thoughts requires a level of quiet, of why are these thoughts coming up? Why are they repeating themselves? Why are they, I had to do this the other day. I had to sit in silence about certain thoughts that kept coming up in my mind. I had to ask myself, why do these thoughts keep coming up? They are repetitive and they're borderline aggressive. And I was able to come to my answer with that. And it does require a level of honesty with self when certain things come up for you. When certain thoughts need to be addressed. When certain behaviors need to be addressed. Oh my gosh. Is this person about to turn right here? Guys, it doesn't hurt to put a signal on. I know that's completely off topic. I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of doing this sometimes too. I'm guilty of not putting on my signal, but when you about to just hold up traffic making a turn, I don't know why you about to make a turn. Come on, man. Just put it on. Just put it on, okay? Let me see. I don't know what lane I'm getting in here. But yeah, I reduced you being afraid of quiet to you being afraid of some aspect of yourself. What are you afraid of? What are you running from? Why do you feel like you need to be quiet? By the way, or that you can't be quiet. By the way, I do have a blog on this. I have to revisit it because I wrote it quite a while ago. It hasn't been that long. It's been some months ago, and I had to write it for a class, and I decided to write it on that about silence. So, I might revisit that and see if there's anything I missed. Again, it's kind of just off top of the dome. But definitely feel free to check that out. I have a page. It's called ascendedpublishing.wixsite.com. And I think I'm going to probably start a portfolio too, just so I can have another collection of my different writings and stuff. But yeah, check me out. I'm definitely going to get more consistent on my writing and my blogs and things of that nature. And I am working on starting essays as well on metaphysics and self-development. So stay tuned. But yeah, I don't think I have much more on that. I think that's a pretty straightforward sort of thing that we all could afford to take a deeper look into and put into more practice. More quiet time. That requires sometimes, you can't completely silence the mind. I mean, you can, but if you're working on self-development, if you're working on changing your mental processes, you have to silence some of the extra chatter and take heed to the chatter that it is that needs to be transcended. The negative thoughts, the repetitive thoughts, even the behaviors, why you do some of the things you do that are not really conducive to your development and your elevation. Whether that's toxic behaviors like gossiping, fighting, arguing, confrontation, anything that's detrimental to your path. Okay, why do you keep doing it? Where does it come from? Sometimes we gotta review the past. Where in the past is making you feel like you have to be stuck in these behaviors, because really that's where it comes from. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like I'm going into points that could be a whole different video. I don't want to veer off topic and I don't want it to be too all over the place. So I'm gonna leave it right there, and I'm gonna say again, as always, thank you for the support. Thank you for checking me out. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all support. And y'all take care of yourselves, okay?